All right. Giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKadash, and giving double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. They have taught us this truth. Salutations, many blessings to the hopeful members of the elect that are pushing this word wholeheartedly in truth and sincerity, not wavering to the left nor to the right, but constantly staying on that straight and narrow, fighting for your crowns in the last days that we are truly living in. Shalom to the Israelite fathers, those that may look like the other nations, but their seed line goes back into our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom to the few sisters, the Akwafs. This is the brother Ira coming back with another lesson to the Lord, willing to edify and feed the lambs of the Lord. Okay, it's going to be just current news, current events, all right, and prophecy. Okay, dealing with what's going on as of late. Okay, because all these different signs are the tokens that Yahweh Bashim Shai said he was going to show us, okay, before the end came, okay, and everything is being made manifest. All right, the end of Babylon or the end of America, as you know it, is getting ready to happen right in front of our very eyes, okay, and we can see it because why? The signs are there, okay. So I'm gonna start with Second Ezra chapter 6 verse 20. It says, "And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The books shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together." Okay, and the world that is vanishing away right in front of our very eyes is a current rulership, a eon, an age. Okay, the age of who? The Edomites. All right, starting off with the Rothschilds, all right, the Bilderbergs, those that are of the elite Baker family that are behind the scenes. Okay, that spearhead over the world, okay, because the world was given into the wicked. All right, their time is coming to an end, okay, and the tokens represent the prophecies. All right, the prophecies which are speaking more loud and clear. All right, as we get to the end. All right, and we're seeing it more and more than ever. Okay, than ever. All right, now um recently in the news, you had Joseph Biden, okay, just saying Biden sends 5 million barrels of U.S. oil to Europe, Asia, despite soaring gas prices. All right, so you recently had Biden speaking about how they're going to help with gas, try to get it lowered. Okay, that's why we've been telling you cannot trust the wicked. All right, you cannot trust, okay, what these people have to say. All right, because it's all delusions, it's all lies, okay, it's all BS. All right, now mind you, here it is. They're sending reserve oil at that. This is the reserve oil, okay, that they're sending to these European nations, all right, and Ukraine, okay, um, which means that what more of the West, more of the U.S. citizens are going to get hit harder with higher prices for gas. Okay, and mind you, this is the same dude. This is the same dude who, when he first got into office, okay, he was the one who stopped the XL Keystone pipeline. All right, Joe Biden. All right, this was this dude. Okay, which show you that the elites, they're moving fast, okay, and the Lord is pushing them, okay, to cause this collapse, all right, upon the U.S. because they're done with it, all right, they're done with the U.S. Okay, they're done with the U.S. All right, and they're moving forward with their new world order, okay, thinking that they're getting ready to um fulfill it, okay, because we're in those times, all right. The devil was running out of time, all right. For the scriptures say what he knoweth that he have but a short time. Matter of fact, let me grab that. All right, Revelations 12. All right, Revelations 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. All right. And even before he comes at the world physically, all right, he's fucking with your mind, okay? Because you got people depressed. All right, you got people catching hell left to right, okay? Even with the fact that the inflation, all right, things is being inflated, okay, which is causing uh uh more businesses to tap out. All right, people are losing their businesses. All right, look, this is a headline: small businesses battles to pay overdue. I'm not gonna say that word. The CBIT, okay, rent as inflation prices soar. You see, so people are having to pay back rent, okay. Um, when the whole pandemic came in, all right. Um, people are losing their houses. Idaho sees one of the highest rent increases nationwide. Okay. Um, Tampa woman shocked to see 45% increase in rent. That's a high percentage. All right. So people are suffering. People are feeling the what? That wrath, okay? Which is orchestrated ultimately by Yahweh by Shema Shai, but the Lord is using the devil to bring forth that wrath, all right? Which, okay, is causing people to feel what the prophet's been saying, which is of that tribulation. Matter of fact, let me get it before I keep going, all right? Let me go to Matthew 24, okay? Okay, because a part of feeling that tribulation means that people are being what? Pressed upon, okay? And right now, the people are being pressed upon. Okay, let's get the word tribulation because it goes into the word ellipsis. So this is Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Okay, and see, you know, they just use that collider, okay, and you know, they're trying to rip through different dimensions, open up portals, okay, and see the Lord just had, they're saying in the news that somebody either blew up one of the Georgia Guidestones, but the locals are saying that it was a it was a thunder that destroyed one of those Georgia Guidestones, one of those pillars, okay? And the people felt that the thunder was so great, the impact it was so great that people's house began to shake, okay? All right, so that's a major sign right then and there, because you know about that Georgia Guidestone. A part of that Georgia Guidestone, it tells you about how they want to limit the population. All right, population control. Okay, so very well, people are going to keep experiencing more of this tribulation, because this is what's coming to the end of times. All right, which is great sorrows. All right, okay, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the world began, of the beginning of the world to this time, no nor ever shall be. All right. So now when you go into that word tribulation, it goes back into the Greek word, which is the ellipsis, okay, which means a pressing together pressure. All right. So it's not the pressure being applied, okay, to the masses, okay, and the masses are so dumbed down. All right, they don't even see what the hell is really going on. Okay, you know, here it is, just like how they always do when it comes down to these holidays. You know, things is getting ready to transpire. Okay, and that's why even us as being in the spirit, you know, um, we shouldn't be getting in large gatherings and large crowds, um, partaking in these Babylonian festivities, okay, which have nothing to do with us, man. Okay, just like for example, when they had that fucking shooting, which I believe was in Chicago, you know, those was simple ass suburban Edomites thinking that they was all good, and then next thing you know, people run down the street, blood on their shirts, shorts, okay, on their flags. and people died. People got shot. All right, the Lord got spirits. All right, maneuvering all throughout Babylon right now. All right, causing mischief. All right, people are getting gunned down. People are dying. A whole lot of judgment is taking place, and more is to come. Now, reading on, it says metaphor, oppression, affliction, tribulation, distress, and straits. People right now are in straits, okay? And like I said, going back into Biden, he's getting ready to send 8 million in more security aid to Ukraine. He already sent billions. Now he's getting ready to send 8 million more. And you have people out in the U.S. that are becoming homeless. Okay, now tent city is pretty much all throughout Babylon. All right, the drug addiction rate is skyrocketing through the roof. Okay, people can't even afford to even feed themselves and their children. All right, so people are being oppressed, and this is what this is who you voted for to be in office, thinking that okay, everything was going to come back to normal, but that's not according to what the scriptures say. That's why when you go back into the scripture, the Lord said what? We were going to see it, but his words were going to stand. All right. Let me see. Isaiah 55, I believe. The Lord said his words were going to stand. Okay. And we're seeing how his words are standing. Okay. Isaiah chapter 55, verse 10. It says, for as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the things whereto I sent it. So the words that we reading are coming to life. They're prospering in the earth. All right. Okay. And that's why people are suffering. That's why when the Lord said to you tribes out there, let's go to Isaiah 30 real fast. He said, woe unto you that trust in Babylon, because your faith and your trust should be in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. Especially in the times that we are living. Isaiah 31. Woe to the rebellious children. All right. Who are the rebellious children? That is the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. All right. Saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Okay. That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth. All right. And where we at today, we are in the spiritual Egypt known as America. Okay. Egypt going back into bondage. Okay. In America, going back into this bitter bondage that the Lord has placed us into. Okay. All right. And now the Lord is getting ready to unleash the floodgates of hell, and you're about to really feel that bitterness, okay, that the Lord said was going to transpire via the mouth of the prophets, okay, that there was going to be a time of Jacob's trouble, all right, and only those who repent and seek Yahweh Shem Yahushai before the days of evil come, okay, have a chance at salvation and mercy, all right. But as for a large portion of our people, you getting ready to feel the wrath of the Lord real soon, okay? Because that's what the Lord is bringing to America as you see this place declining. All right, it says to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, okay? See, you trusting in Esau is going to be your downfall, all right? And to trust in the shadow of Egypt, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Okay, because you got people that are actually believing that things were gonna go back to what being normal. Okay, and that's not what the scriptures say, because the scriptures say this. Let's go over here to Second Ezra chapter 16 verse set the point 16 verse 21. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. All right, so people are starting to see how these things are arising upon the earth, and even these Edomites are feeling it on a whole nother level. Okay, because they're not used to being broke. All right, they're not used to losing money. Okay, you even had this one Edomite chick trying to teach people how to fucking save money. Jake always been knowing how to you know, jump through loopholes and fucking, you know, save money by buying, you know, shit that hold them down for a minute. You know what I'm saying? We been living like that. All right, but you Edomites now, you starting to have to save, try to figure out different methods to save money. Okay, all right. It's right here. Save money at the grocery store. Foods to buy, meals to make to keep costs low. Okay, because everybody is feeling the price hikes. All right, and how the dollar is being devalued, and you know, shrinkflation. You're paying for the same price, getting less. Okay, you know. So you know you're seeing deflation, shit that you don't need, it's not necessary, is becoming lower. You know, TVs, you know what I'm saying, things that you don't really need, it's not necessary in your life, you're seeing that becoming lower. Okay, and you're seeing the other shit go up. All right, that's necessary for your life. Okay, so people are feeling it. All right, with these price hikes. Okay, Costco just raised the price of these two foods at the core staples. All right, so um, increase in food costs impacting summer cookouts. Okay, because right now what the Lord is doing, he's taking away the mirth from this place. See, Jake is trying to hold on to the mirth of this place, and America's on its way out the door, out the window. All right, you see. Now let me play this with this Edomite dude, because you know he's right what he was saying. Oh, no, that's not it. That's not totally different. He right with what he was saying. Oh, shoot. Hunter Biden. And that's another thing. Hunter Biden getting caught up, all right, with his prostitute. He pillow talking about what's in that laptop because he got exposed. So much is coming out, man. All right, about these damn devils. Okay, you know, which their thighs is being made bare. Okay, so let me go back. Where is it at? Right here it is. Go into this.
because that really is how winning is done. Speaking about raising the fucking price of gasoline to the oil, the 300 barrel for oil, because they're cutting gas supplies because they're saying they're cutting gas supplies, but they're not really cutting gas supplies. As we've been reading in all these articles, they're still finding back way in ways to buy oil from Russia because we're so fucking depending on it. If we keep fucking cutting these people off, we keep fucking sanctioning these people trickle the price of fucking oil, our gas prices are gonna fucking skyrocket. And I, for one, am not gonna blame Russians invading Ukraine for that. I'm gonna blame you. You suck because you could have easily increased domestic production instead of canceling all these things. You could have easily done that to mitigate it. And then even if it did rise a little bit, at least I could see that you were trying to do something instead of doing the exact opposite, which is just making shit worse. That's what I see from you right now. I see you making shit worse. But I don't really want to rant about that. So let's just get into this article.
All right. I'm gonna play some more, but do you see these Edomites? They're angry. They're mad as hell. All right, and which you know, America right now is divided. Okay, and you know, it's gonna be those Egyptians versus those Egyptians. All right, that's what it's gonna boil down to. Okay, let me grab that real fast too. Okay, before I continue. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2, it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Okay, these are Edomites fighting against Edomites, all right? Whether it's the Democrats, the Republicans, whether it's these militants, all right, that are you know, ex-military or ex police force that are banded together, okay, you know, getting ready for this civil war to take place out in these streets. All right, it's gonna be Egyptians fighting against Egyptians. Okay, all right, and they gonna come up against these different politicians too. They gonna run into your house. They gonna snatch them up. All right, they got all these things planned out, and the Lord gonna put the spirit on them to do so. Okay, even Jake's. you Jakes is gonna get rounded up by these different militias and different Edomites too. All right, just to be a judge. That's a part of the sword as well. Okay, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Okay, and every kingdom that is divided amongst itself will do what? Fall. All right. So we're seeing the fall of this place. And I also want to mention with because what he's about to go into is Russia uh saying that they might raise the gas. Okay, it might go to $300 to $400 a barrel. Now I believe you had the G7 that just took place. If I'm not mistaken, I got so many tabs open. You had the G7. Let me see. Did I get rid of it? No, that's not it. Damn. Here it is. I think this is it. Yeah, you just had the G7 saying that. Yeah, I gotta find it. I might have to re-Google it. You had the G7. You bear me for a second, brothers, man. Bear with me for a second. You had the G7, which they're coming with a proposal to stop that fuel, which could cause the increase, all right, in those barrels, you know. So yeah, I probably got rid of it earlier. Damn. It's all good. It's all good. I got a couple more articles anyways right here, or headlines. All right, so right here I put Russia fuel for energy. Russia is set to switch off the gas for work on a key pipeline, and Germany fears the worst. All right, because right now Germany, and I believe France, okay, they're actually having to ration on hot water. All right, so right here, Europe facing energy shortage, moves to shore up providers. Okay, because see, it's just like wearing clothes. When it's hot, you buy winter clothing. Okay, when it's cold, you buy summer clothing. All right, because the seasons are not far apart. So what they're doing is that they're trying to get as much energy supplies as they can in order for them to be prepared for the winter. All right, you know, and especially since the Lord got the times being sped up fast. We'll be at the end of this year before you even blink an eye. That's how fast the days is going by. Okay, we already um, July. You know, this is the seventh month. Okay, all right. So this year is moving by quick. You see, so we're already more than halfway through. So let me read on. It says Berlin and Paris are preparing bailouts as Europe braces for farther cuts to gas supply next week, and economists warn of recession. Okay, so Berlin leaders in Europe facing their worst energy crisis in decades are taking extraordinary steps to secure supplies for winter amid fears of fuel shortages and near record electricity and natural gas prices. In Berlin, lawmakers prepared to approve legislation that would pave the way for Germany to bail out the country's largest importer of Russian gas. In Paris, the prime minister announced her government intention to take full control of France's state state-backed electricity utility provider. They are mounting fears that skyrocketing energy costs driven by steadily diminishing Russian gas shipments will force energy companies into collapse, a spiral that Germany's energy minister has likened to the way the fall of the Lehman Brothers triggered the global financial crisis in 2008. You see, shit is happening all over the world right now. Okay, now these are part of those birth pains. Okay, prices being jacked up all over. Okay, farmers is getting hit. Okay, the trucking industry is getting hit. Okay, all right, all these different signs to let us know that the end is nigh. All right, and Yahweh Shai is nigh as well. Okay, so let me go back. Just want to check the comment board. Hey, shalom to the brother on the comment board. See what you got. Isaiah 47:1, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. All right, which the dust represents confusion. Okay, and that's what the people are in right now. Okay, they're in a state of confusion. All right, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Okay, which this is Babylon, or Babylon the Great. Okay, all right, or the virgin daughter of Babylon, because this Babylon has not been touched. Okay, all right, which you know there's reports, I believe maybe a month or so back, saying how Nicaragua was allowing Russian troops to actually come into their borders. All right, so that's the pretty much the backyard of America. All right, so who knows? This is the land of unwalled villages that the Lord said will be invaded. Okay, so we'll see how the Lord plays that out. It says, "Sit on the ground; there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." All right, and no more will America be called tender or delicate. All right, pretty much, America is that old whore on the block. Okay, that the Lord is getting ready to destroy. All right, that proud bitch. Okay. All right. So if you can put the rest of those, put verse 2 and 3, Baba Kushar, if you can, brother, put 2 and 3. I'll try to read those. Just want to check the comment board real fast. Let's go back to this dude.
Because that really is how winning is done. Russia wants rest of $300 per oil, for $300 per barrel of oil, cuts to U.S. gas supply. This is as of yesterday. This is from Reuters. Deputy PM calls for Europe to not ban oil imports. Says Europe should be honest with consumers about price hikes. Moscow warns could halt gas supply via Nord Stream 1. Dublin, March 7th, Reuters. Western countries could face oil prices over $300 per gallon and the possible closure of the main Russian-German gas pipeline if governments follow through with threats to cut energy supplies from Russia, a senior minister said on Monday. And this is true. We've been talking about this. We've been covering this almost for like a couple weeks now since this whole shit started happening. And they started doing these virtual single sanctions that do nothing. Oil prices spiked to their highest level since 2008 on Monday after U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken said Washington and European allies were considering banning Russian oil imports. It is absolutely clear that the rejection of Russian oil would lead to catastrophic consequences for the global market, Russian Deputy Prime Minister Alexander Novak said in a statement at the state television. And that's not propaganda. That is fucking reality. It is fucking reality. They are the largest exporter of fucking oil and producer and exporter of oil in the world, man. Like, I don't think you understand how interconnected oil is with everything. And how you can't just snap your fingers and unfuck that.
No.
I mean, like I said in the last one, this is going to get people killed. People are going to start starving to death. People are going to start freezing to death. But, this is what you guys wanted,
And that's Bible prophecy. People are going to start starving to death. People are going to start freezing to death. Okay, which leads us up to again right here, 2nd Esdras chapter 16. Verse, I'm gonna read verse 21 again. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in a good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine. Okay, and they you can look online how they're showing you how great it is to eat bugs. All right, look at me, I'm eating crickets. All right, that's what it's coming down to, okay? Because they're destroying the hell out of the food supply chain, all right? And now that they hit the AB5, now you're about to have 70,000 plus truckers off the road real soon, okay? So all hell is getting ready to break loose out here, okay? And that's why you got to fear Yahweh Shem Shai, because the Lord is the one that's bringing all this, all right? And the Lord's going to be the one that's going to defend those that believe in him. All right, matter of fact, let me grab that real fast before I continue. Let me hit this. I believe it's Haggai. That's Haggai 1. Haggai 6. Haggai 1 and 6. This is Haggai chapter. No, that's not it. Nope. Bear me for a second. Here it is. Nahum 1:7. That's what I was looking for. All praise Yahweh Shema Shai. The Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble. Okay. The Lord is good. He's a stronghold in a day of trouble. All right. And what is that stronghold really go back to? It goes back into the names. All right. The names of Yahweh Shema Shai are a stronghold unto the righteous, and the righteous runneth into it and are what? Safe. Okay. So we're going to be utilizing the names of Yahweh Shema Shai more than ever through faith. All right. In the day of trouble. All right. As we're fastly approaching. And he knoweth them that trust in him. All right. And the Lord knoweth them that trust in him. Okay. All right. That's who he's going to be with. All right. Man, it says, but with an overrunning flood, he will make an utter end of the place thereof. Okay. And we know that that flood, okay, Esau is known as a flood in the scripture. All right. The world is going to be flooded by fire through the World War III, and these nations fighting amongst themselves. Okay. And we're gonna need Yahweh Shah to come, all right, as those missiles get shot off. It says, "In darkness shall pursue his enemies." Okay, now dealing with the flood, all right, and the troops. Before I go back to that video, which I'll probably just leave it at that. Let me go over here real fast. Let me show y'all something real fast. All right, dealing with Israel and Iran. Okay. Now this happened May 5th on the 7th. All right, so this is 2022. This is fairly recent. It says escalation massive Israeli missile attacks on Tartus, a breath away from the Russian base, targeting game changer system in Syria. Okay, so Israeli, all right, the Israelis, okay, which going back into let's get it real fast. Jeremiah chapter 49 and 16. Thy terribleness have deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, that holdest the height of the hills. Okay, so Esau, all right, who dwelleth in the clefts of the rocks, all right, who the Lord let loose, all right, he holdeth the height over the hills, because Esau, he's that top mountain, all right, and through his pride, through his different policies, okay, through him taking the world through bloodshed and violence, all right, and deception, okay, he has become the top dog over the world, all right, and he's been lifted up because he's been increased during his time of ruling, okay, especially since he has even his technology as well. It says, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, said the Lord. So right now the Lord is bringing this man down, okay, which also links up with what? The book of Obadiah. All right, also Edom shall be a desolation, everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. All right, and what is the new Edom today? America. All right, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah. Now why would the Lord make Jeremiah bring forth this reference, okay, of Sodom and Gomorrah? Because of all the abomination that's going on here. Okay, now you got drags and these alphabet people that's showing their genitals to little children, and this is what the authority said. The authority said it is permissible. Okay, the authorities, meaning that the police, okay, they're saying that it's okay. All right, and you got parents that are bringing their children to these shows, all right, to these different alphabet shows, and they're allowed to show off their genitals. All right, that's why the Lord's going to he's going to utterly overthrow this place. All right, okay, worse than how he did Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, all right, and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. Okay, and these nations being that war and conflict with themselves, okay, this is what's gonna bring on that destruction. Okay, and the Lord is stirring up the hearts of these kings to move against um, Babylon. All right, Jeremiah 51:11. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields. The Lord have raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes. All right, now who's dwelling in the land of Medes today? The Russians. Okay, for his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple. Okay, and they have what is known as those modern day Smiths, which are the scientists, those German Russian scientists, okay, that are actually building up those nuclear arms, all right, those ICBM missiles, which is going to bring forth that great destruction. Okay, all right, it says, behold, he shall come up like a lion um, from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong, but I will suddenly make him run away from her. And who is a chosen man, that I may appoint over her? For who is like me, and who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord that he have taken against Edom, and his purpose that he have purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. All right, and who's the least of the flock? The least of the flock is dealing with those the Amalekites. Okay, dealing with the sons of Esau. All right, least of the flock. Okay, shall draw them out. Surely he shall make the habitation desolate with them. Okay, and that attack on Russia's ally. Okay, because they try to hit one of those missile defense systems, which they sent over to the to Syria. All right, which right there over there in Syria, that there's a Russian air base that almost got hit as well. So you know the Russians were angry at the fact that uh they touched they attacked them like that. Okay, matter of fact, right here, Russia condemns Israel. The Russian foreign minister on Monday called the Israeli airstrike in Syria unacceptable and called for an unconditional cessation of the attack. The Israeli military declined to comment on the strikes, which would have been the first since Prime Minister Yair Lapid took office as head of Israel's interim government ahead of the November 1 elections. We strongly condemn such irresponsible actions that violate Syria's sovereignty and the basic norms of international law, and we demand their unconditional cessation, the Russian foreign minister said in comments on the July 2nd strike. So there was two strikes. All right, one that just recently happened as well in July. The port city of Tartus is located about 25 kilometers, 15 miles from the Lebanese border, and is home to a Russian naval base. The base is of great strategic importance to Moscow, as it is only naval base along the Mediterranean and is a key factor in supporting Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. Okay, so you see how they're pushing Russia. All right, they're pushing all right for this World War III. Okay, and you know, U.S. propaganda. All right, Russia this, Russia that, Russia this, Russia that. Vladimir Putin this, Vladimir Putin that. You know, okay, they throwing jabs, they throwing shots. All right, which they actually coming against the chief priest. I'm sorry, chief prince. Okay, that's the Russians, the chief prince. Okay, they're the chief prince right now that the Lord has anointed to get this World War III popping, man. All right, Ezekiel 38:1, and the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, okay, and prophesy against him. And when you actually look into chief prince, all right, chief going to Ra'ash Nasha, all right, or Nashaya, okay. You can say Nasha or Nashaya, okay, which goes into Russia, all right. When you go into the Hebrew, okay. Now moving forward, it says, and prophesy against him and say, thus said the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. All right, and those hooks are those old ways that they once had. All right, that USSR ways. Okay, and I will bring thee forth in all thine armies, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia, which is Iran, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shields and helmets. Gomer and all his bands in the house of Togama in the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. So Russia's going to guard these different nations that they're aligned with. Okay, and you know, part of the news lately, the BRICS. All right, BRICS going into Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Guess who wanted to join? Iran wanted to join recently in the news. All right, you can type in Iran, join in BRICS. Okay, so let me see. Let me see. Check the comment board. That's it right there on the comment board. All right, so I'm pretty much going at 40 minutes. Damn, it's lucky. All right, so I'm gonna play a little bit more of that video, and I'm pretty much gonna just close it out. All right, that's pretty much it. So let me see. Tag that. From the trash and hot water. All right, so a little bit more.
We got to go green. The surge in prices would be unpredictable. It would be 300 per barrel, if not more. Novik said it would take Europe more than a year to replace the volume of oil it receives from Russia, and it would have to pay significantly higher prices. European politicians need to honestly warn their citizens and consumers of what to expect, Novak said. It's true. If you want to reject any supplies from Russia, go ahead. We are ready for it. We know where we could redirect the volumes to. Novak said Russia, which supplies 40% of Europe's gas, was filling its obligation in full, but it would be entirely within its rights to retaliate against the European Union after Germany last month froze the certification of the Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline. I mean, if Russia wants to stop cutting us, if they want to start cutting us off after we cut them off, but didn't cut them off, they're well within their rights to do so, regardless of the garbage going on. The sanctions is not like it. We shouldn't have. We half-assed this. If we were going to do something about Russia and Ukraine, we should have fucking declared war on Russia. If we're not going to do something about fucking Russia and Ukraine, and we don't want fucking World War III, we should have stayed the fuck out of it. We should not have had to do these half-assed measures because they're only getting fucking the regular people fucking fucked in the ass, and I'm fucking sick of it. I really am. I'm fucking sick of it. In connection with the imposition of the ban on Nord Stream 2, we have every right to take a massive decision and impose an embargo on gas.
Esau hurt. So that's what I'm going to play. All right, he's fucking sick of it. Esau hurt. All right, but look, everything moves according to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, and as the Lord said, he's not gonna stir nor move it. Okay, because everything has its time and place, and things got to be fulfilled. All right, time of Jacob's trouble got to come to pass. The hour of temptation has to come. Then the World War III can fully go into effect, and Yahushua can make his way back. Okay, Second Ezra chapter 4 verse 37. By measure have he measured the times, and by number have he numbered the times, and he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. Okay. So there's things that got to be fulfilled before they can just all out go into war. All right. All right. Because the words of Yahweh Shema Shai have to be, it has to happen. All right. The Lord said he's not a man that he shall lie. So if he said these things were going to happen, if he had the prophets get visions and write them down, okay, they're going to come to pass. All right. I think, let me see. Right here, yep. Daniel chapter 8 verse 25, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. Okay, and that's the main slogan that the Democrats push. All right, they saying peace and peace and safety. Okay, but then sudden destruction about to come upon many. All right, just like they told you about the whole juicy juice. Now you got over 1 million people in the world that got the fucking juice in their body. Okay, some is dying off. Some are still walking around with something growing in their body. All right, they're taking away your rights. Okay, all right, and they're telling you it's all for it's all for the betterment of you. Okay, which is all full of lies and deception. Okay, they're taking away the guns because they want to come in and get easy kills. Okay, and take you without any friction or any violence. All right, but that's why the Lord got certain things set up to block this man from being able to do it the way he wants, because the Lord wants this place to go down in a dramatic fashion. All right, which we about to live through it. We're gonna see it go down in a dramatic fashion. All right, and we're gonna be praying to Yahweh Shema Shai, believing that He gonna be with us. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Okay, all right. So we definitely are in those times. I would definitely are in those times where any day now shit can hit the fan. Any day now, all right, shit can go dark. Okay, and you know, as the scriptures say, you know, trust in Him. All right, trust in Yahweh Shema Shai when it does. Okay, all right. So you know, I'm pretty much gonna leave it at that. You know, Lord willing, this was edifying, giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shema Shai. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the whole members of the elect. Until next time, I want to say shalom.